and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, step right up. Behind this curtain lies a ghastly concoction.
So today I will be doing a review of one of my favorite roller coasters. I mean, I don't have a top 10, but if I did, this would definitely be in it. And this is Skyrush at Hershey Park. Now, I live in New Jersey, and my home park is Great Adventure. And the reason that I'm not doing a coaster review for a roller coaster at my home park is because, I want it to be fair. And I've only had the chance to ride Skyrush twice, and they've both been in the back seat. So, here's a little review of what things, because you know the style, because you know everything. But you're a better coaster enthusiast. No. So, Skyrush is into the megalite, and that it's 200 feet tall. It has a 212-foot drop. It's 75 miles per hour, and it has an 85 degree drop. And the ride's only 1 minute, but it doesn't need. It didn't need to be any longer. The layout is so good. Alright, so let's get into these. When you first walk up, the first thing that I noticed were there were misters. You know the little fans that they have in queue lines with the mist? I was so relieved, because when I went to Hershey Park, it was very humid, it was very buggy, and to see the misters made me really happy. So the capacity wasn't great, so I was standing there for a good 45 minutes, even though the line wasn't that long, because it took them a while to get everybody in to check everything. It took them a while to do that, so I was standing in the line for about half an hour, even though the line was extremely short. Now, when you go, they'll direct you to a seat, unless you want to be in the front row, then you get into a separate line that splits down the middle. So I went, and they were going to direct me to a seat, but I preferred to sit in the back of a lot of these roller coasters. So I just asked, can I sit in the back? And she said yes, so I'm like, thank you. And I went in the back, and she let me sit in the back both times, even though there were two different people. So I guess for that ride, they'll let you sit wherever you want. If you want to. And now here comes the not so good part. The harnesses. Now, I know there's a meme going around, the Skyrush thing. Yeah, they're not lying. Skyrush's restraints are very low on your waist, and they do crush your thighs when you go over those airtime hills. I'll tell you that. And the first time I got slammed, I got the lady pushed it so far down, and it was cutting off my circulation even before the ride started. So I'm like, no, boo-boo, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not dealing with this pressure. And then she was like, okay. But I was riding with my dad, and he didn't seem to have a problem because he's a bigger guy. So I guess that has to do with it. Your size definitely has to do with it, where your thighs are. That was stupid. Where your thighs are, obviously your thighs are in the same place. Anyways, so let's pretend that these awful restraints didn't exist. And let's talk about the ride experience, the layout. So, you go up this cable lift hill, sort of like Millennium Force, and I'll tell you about how it was in the back seat. So, the perspective that you're getting is from if you were sitting in the back seat. So you go up the cable lift hill that's sort of like Millennium Force, and the cable lift hill is so fast, it lifts you right over that first drop, an 85-degree drop. Now, the thing about these intimate megalites, boy, are they intense. Skyrush was so intense. You go down that first hill, straight into a twist, and then you go into this ejector airtime hill. Now, there are two types of airtimes. Floater airtime, which you find like on B&M Hypers or whatever. Floater airtime is when you feel like you're weightless. Ejector airtime is like a sudden burst of out time when you pop up out of your seat and then slam back down. Now, that's the kind of airtime that I like. That intense airtime feels like your stomach's going into your throat's coming out into your brain. I don't even know. But boy, is it intense. And the Stangle dives, you also get a lot of airtime on. And Skyrush is one of those... Skyrush is one of those rides where you can say, I got airtime on an overbanked turn. And I mean, you can't say that loud. Boy, I'm like, anyways. Skyrush is one of those rides where you can say, I got airtime on a banked turn. Bitch, where else you gonna find that? Well, I'm sure you're gonna find it on some other roller coasters, probably like out of the country. Maybe Intimidator 305 has some airtime on its overbanked turns, but I've never gotten to experience it, which is weird because I've been to Busch Gardens before. For some reason, we didn't go to. For some reason, we didn't go to Kingston. But yeah, I love Hershey. They have a great. So, they have a great collection of coasters. See, the thing about Skyrush that's a little bit off is the entrance and the exit. See, now, on most roller coasters, like, if you went to a Six Flags park or Cedar Fair park, all their roller coasters would have an entrance on one side of the station and an exit on another side of the station. Go. Skyrush has an entrance and the exit on both sides of the station. Just one's at the front and one's at the end. And I found that to be a little weird, but they do have cubbies. Like little things so you can put your stuff in. And I know parks want to make money, but they shouldn't charge people for lockers. Like, if you go to an amusement park and you have stuff, that's pretty much saying you have to pay to go on this ride. Like, really. I am sorry, my voice is like, I have a frog in my throat that I cannot get out! Say that! Anyways, so, I was watching one of Coaster Studios reviews. I think it was the Banshee review. And shout out to his channel. Go follow him. Link to his channel. So, he said that he hates having to pay for lockers so much that he resorted to putting his bags in the bushes, the shrubs next to the ride, just so he didn't have to buy a locker. Now, I see where he's coming from, but I doubt my parents would ever let me do that, and I think that's like an easy way for them to get stolen. So, I don't think I'd do that, but it's very creative. So, good job, Phil. Alright, now we're gonna go back to the restraints and how they're set up. And I know that this video is very out of order, but whatever. Why do you care? You're here for a coaster review. That's what you're getting. So, the way the restraints are set up, it's not an over-the-shoulder restraint, but it pulls over your head, which means it has a seatbelt in between your legs. So when the ride is over, the attendants must know that the restraints are pretty tight because they release them. Like, the seatbelt keeps it from completely popping up, but they release the restraints, so they just go, and there's not that pressure on your sides. It feels like you're gonna lose them. And that's pretty much it for the restraints. Overall, I would give Skyrush a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I won't give it a perfect 10 is because of the restraints. I might even give it a 9.5. Like, yeah, 9.5 even. But that's pretty much it for Skyrush. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you will see more coaster reviews in the future and more whatever other shit I put on this channel. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!